Hi guys, it's crazy version of me again. I know you guys are probably real tired of seeing this, but this actually might be the first time you're seeing it. And you're probably very confused by what I'm saying, but I recorded so many videos when I found out I was pregnant, but I hadn't announced it yet. And now that I'm going through and editing it, there's like a lot of stuff missing. Or like this video, for example, I filmed one super long 50-minute video. How did I not know that it was 50 minutes? I don't know. And so now I'm breaking it into two parts because nobody wants to watch a 50-minute video. No one is going to. So I have to sit down and film an intro and an ending because I didn't do it for this video. But this is gonna be, I think, one of the first videos that you guys are seeing uploaded, like from that time frame where I didn't tell anyone I was pregnant. So this is actually the first time you're seeing crazy me. But you will see a lot of this. So this video is talking about what you should do when you find out you're pregnant. I mentioned in the video that there's hardly any information of like what to do when after you find out. Like, finding out you're pregnant is super exciting for some people. Some people it's really scary. Some people it's not a good thing. Maybe they're mad about it. But if you, were not expecting to be pregnant, if this is your first time being pregnant, if you know absolutely nothing about being pregnant, then it's hard to know what you're supposed to do. Even me, I mean, we were trying to get pregnant for a long time, and there were still things where I was just like, wait, am I supposed to be doing something right now? So I just wanted to sit down. I filmed this video and I went over 7 things of what you should do after you find out. One thing that I forgot to mention that I feel like is really important is to just relax. I am currently 22 weeks pregnant, and there's just like not a lot that you can do. So don't think that being pregnant means that you're like doing something all the time. You're running around buying this or setting this up or, you know, all of that. There's really not a lot that you need to do. So don't stress out about it. Just do these very simple things that I mentioned. After you do that, just kind of relax, take it easy, and keep watching my videos because you will see what I do throughout the pregnancy. I take you guys through the whole journey. Now, here is the rest of the video. What I would like to talk about first is what to do when you find out you're pregnant, because like I said, I honestly feel like there's not a lot of information on this, which is like, why isn't there like a checklist of like things to do when you find out you're pregnant? So there's not like a whole lot, but there are like a few very important things that I feel like not a lot of people know you're supposed to do or not do. And also, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Please do not be showing your doctor this video of me telling you things to do. Like, this is what I did, and this is what I was guided to do by my doctor. So please do not take any of this as medical advice. Your girl is not a doctor. Great. One of the first things that you should do is look into prenatals and start taking them. So I take the Nature Made prenatal. It has DHA, it has all of the requirements. Pretty much every prenatal that is on the market has everything that you need. Like, there's a whole checklist, and I will link that down below I'll link a website that will take you to like what you need to make sure your prenatal has. But when I was doing research, all of them had everything. Some of them have more of certain things, so like if you want to focus more on getting like more DHA, then there's one for you. Or if you want one that has more folic acid, there's one for you. Like, there's so many prenatals. Like I said, I took the Nature Made ones. I get mine from Amazon, and they come It comes with 90 and I think it's like $15 or something. They have not made me nauseous ever. I was taking the women's one a day and those made me super nauseous no matter what time of day I took them. So that's when I switched to the Nature Made ones, and I really, really like them. So I highly recommend those, but there's also some, like if you're more of like the natural kind, they have everything. Just look into that, make your choice. You need to start taking those as soon as possible because a lot of that stuff in there is like very vital for like the first weeks of your pregnancy when you're like when you're growing like the brain and the spinal cord and the brain stem. That is not something that you should wait to take until your first appointment. Prenatals are just like a really good vitamin. I've been taking prenatals for the last 2 years. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with taking them at all. It's a vitamin. Next, if you do not already have an OB, which is an obstetrician, I think that's how you say it. Everyone has heard of an OB-GYN doctor. An OB though specifically works with like pregnancy, childbirth, all of that. So you need an OB for when you're pregnant. You can't just go to your primary doctor to take care of your prenatal appointments. You need to find an OB. Look into your insurance, see who's covered, look up reviews. If you've already told some people that you're pregnant, ask some of your friends if they have recommendations, and just find you a good OB and call them, tell them you're pregnant, and they usually will schedule you for when you're right around 8 weeks for like an ultrasound, and they'll do blood work and they'll do all of that like basic. But you want to make sure you get that scheduled because especially if you live like a small town or if you go see a very popular OB, they might have like a 3 or 4 week wait list where like they can't see you for almost a month. So make your OB appointment as soon as possible, and also find out, this isn't like a normal thing, but because we live in COVID times, make sure you ask them if you're allowed to have your significant other with you, or like another person if you want to bring your mom or a friend or whatever, just so you can kind of prepare. Like if you're not allowed to bring someone, that's something that you should mentally prepare yourself for. Also, side note from that, you can download a lot of pregnancy apps. I have 6 on my phone, so don't feel guilty for downloading all of them. But there are quite a few checklists you can find of like questions to ask your OB during the first appointment. I already knew a lot about pregnancy, so I didn't have that many questions, but if you are pregnant and like you know nothing about it, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and you're not alone. You have your OB for a reason. Most of them have patient portals you can set up where you can message them questions. Like, use your OB for your own good because that's what they're there for. If you feel comfortable and if you feel confident in your pregnancy, that's like a bonus for you. So figure out all the questions. Literally, the simplest question, if you're not sure about it, ask your OB. Here's the thing. Pregnancy is a weird thing, and there's a lot of rules that no one knows about. Did you know you can't have deli meat? Did you know you can't take ibuprofen? There are a lot of things that like you would not expect that you can't do when you're pregnant. So that's what I'm saying. If you are questioning whether you can drink Dr. Pepper when you're pregnant, ask your OB because you never know, okay? Third, this is totally a personal, like case-by-case thing, but you should tell somebody that you're pregnant, whether it's your husband, your boyfriend, your mom, your best friend, your dog, probably not your dog. Tell someone just so that you have some kind of support. Even if you're in like a tough situation, just tell someone. You can literally message me on Instagram if you want, and I will be that support person for you. It's just very important to have someone in your life who you can trust and who you can, have someone come with you for appointments, or you can just have someone to be excited with you, just someone to share this journey with you. So find someone to tell, or if you really don't want to, then don't. I highly recommend telling someone. Fourth, like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of stuff that you can and can't do, and you can pretty much find that on the internet if you just Google things you can't eat when you're pregnant, things you can't do when you're pregnant, stuff you can't, activities you can't do when you're pregnant. There's so much that you just have to be careful of. So if you like have plans, or like if you, I don't know, just if you're not able to get a hold of your OB, just do your best research that you can, because you want to make sure that you are staying safe and you're keeping baby safe as well. The other thing that I recommend you do, which some people, you might not be able to do this on your own, you might have to wait until your first OB appointment, but check your medications and your supplements and the things you use in your daily routine and make sure that they are safe for pregnancy. For instance, I used to drink Kyo Greens in emergency every morning, and I stopped taking them when I found out I was pregnant because I wasn't sure if I was allowed to, even though like Kyo Greens is literally just like powdered greens. It's like very healthy, but my doctor told me not to take it because she didn't know much about it, and she said she would rather not risk something happening because of those greens and just like stop taking it. She also told me to stop taking the emergency because too much vitamin C is not good for you. So she said that what's in my prenatal is good enough. Most OBs will tell you to bring all of your supplements and your medications with you, and they'll go over that when you go. But if you have more of like an immediate thing, like if you take like blood pressure medicine or something for like your mental health or whatever, you can always call your OB office and say, hey, I just found out I was pregnant. I don't have an appointment until blah, 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 but I had a question about my medication. I just need to know if I'm allowed to continue taking this or not. And most normal OBs will put you on hold and go ask a doctor and get back to you. So just, you know, figure it out. Do what you think is best. The last two things I recommend, I know this is a lot, but I feel like this is important. Drink a lot of water. Try your best to drink a lot of water. Just stay hydrated. Even if like some people can't even keep water down, some people need flavor, and I totally get that. Drink some Powerade, drink some chocolate milk. Just like try to stay as hydrated as you possibly can, because that is what is best for you and for baby. Lastly, I already kind of mentioned this, but download a pregnancy app because they're really fun. Every week it tells you like what new thing your baby is doing or what's developing or what's growing. They're really fun. So these are the ones I have. This Babycenter is the one I recommend the most. Flow was actually, that's what I used to check my periods, but it still tracks pregnancy. There's What to Expect, The Bump, Ovia Pregnancy, and Pregnancy Plus. Like I said, I really highly recommend the Babycenter. They have a lot of really good information, but also you can join a birth club. So I am a part of I'm actually a part of the June birth club because my original due date was in June, but it got pushed back into May, but I already like connected with a lot of people in the June birth club. And my due date is until May 31st, so if I go over one day, then I'll be in June. But they have a lot of really good stuff. You can post questions in here, people post memes, people complain, people ask recommendations on like registry stuff, which car seat do you like? Like there's so much stuff on here, and a lot of these women have been pregnant like 15 times. So there's just like so much good stuff on there. I cannot recommend a pregnancy app more than Babycenter, so check that out. They also have a website. Like if you don't want to get an app on your phone, you can just go to babycenter.com, and you can do it that way as well. So that was a lot of information. Those are some things that you should do when you find out you're pregnant. Yes. How was it? Did you enjoy it? Do you feel any more informed than you were before? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I'm sorry that it was kind of unfinished, but I thought it was really good information, so I still wanted to put it out for you guys. But yeah, I have a ton of videos coming out. Check back every Monday for something new. And I also do live videos. I really want to do like a fun pregnancy / baby giveaway sometime. So make sure you're subscribed for that because you'll need to know about it. If you guys want to see more of my like day-to-day life, follow me on Instagram. Both mine and Peter's Instagrams are linked down below, as well as our P.O. box address if you guys want to send us any letters or pictures or anything fun that you guys think we need. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or morning or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you when I see you.